Welcome to another video by Stan's Auto Repair. Well, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else, 08 Chevy Cobalt. Pretty much, it's pretty much on most standard Cobalts, I think, from all existence, from the beginning of the Cobalt life to the end. 2.2 Ecotech. But what we're doing today is high beam, low beam headlight replacement, which is all one bulb. And just to tell you, the same bulb that fits in a 2000 Neon also fits in the Cobalt. 10 millimeter bolts. We got one here and one here. This headlight assembly is cracked. It got busted here, it's busted here, but this one over here is okay. The clip's still there and on that, but that bulb's getting changed also with this bulb, because typically in a case when you change one bulb, you always want to change the other, because in my case, one bulb goes out, the low beam is out on this one, but the high beam does work. But over here, the bulb works fine, but the rule of thumb is you change one, change both. Same goes for your parking lights or whatever. Change one, change both. Because one thing I don't think anybody wants to do is, after going through the pain of changing a headlight, is actually having to turn around a couple days later, a week later, 2 weeks later, a month later, and having to change the bulb on that side when you just do it all at once. And if you're wondering why the car is up, we have a transmission leak. We've got a P700 transmission code, which turns out really well known, low transmission fluid, which I'll do a video on how to add the transmission fluid into it when I get ready to do the pan change. But in order to get this out, you got to get that, and then you got to work it, but be gentle, because your wire harness is right down here. These can be a pain. Doing it one-handed can be a pain. But typically, you can get it just enough to where you can actually reach down in here. Now to get this, turn, and then you can actually hold the bulb out. Working it up through here. I'm going to pull this up just a little bit more. Kind of hold that. Alright, so there's our bulb. Now, to get the bulb out, you need to undo the clip here, which I'm going to pause here and get this undone, because you put basically what you're going to do, and I'll show you, is you're going to get your bulb in first, then you're going to put this in, then you're going to lock this down, then you're going to clip it in. But I'll show you all that here in a second. I just talked for a whole bit and wasn't even recording. But that's okay. Let me go ahead and pull this bulb back out of the trash. Let's zoom in here. Let's get it close up. And boom, okay. Now see where the looks like a spring? See where it looks like a spring? That's good. And then you got that broken part right there, and that is actually your low beam. And this over here, that's your high beam. So that bulb's no good, and the code number for it is HB5, and that works in a Neon or the Cobalt. And then here's a good one. Focus here. That's what a good one looks like. No breakage. So let me get you guys set up here. Figure out how to do this. Maybe be able to brace you up on the hamster wheel. Okay, well, first thing I forgot is get this out. Here, let me see if I can get a light on. Okay. So there's your plug. Always check your connections. Wires look good. Alright, now inside here is where the bulb goes. Now you're going to take the bulb and then you're going to move it around until it pops in. If you take the whole light assembly out, it'll be a whole lot easier. But as you see, the bulb is now in there nice and snug. Next thing is, grab this piece. Hold on. One second, I might be doing this wrong. Yeah, I think I am. Oh, that's why the bulb's actually not in. I thought it was in, but it's not. Actually, I'm going to get this light assembly out to make this a little bit easier. Now, if you see down in there, you see 3 grooves. So that means you need to have the bulb lined up with those grooves. So it looks like this is the way it goes in. Nope. Why are we not lining up? Okay. There's a reason why it's not lining up. I'm just looking at it. Because we got to get the bulb in. Okay, now she's in. Now this goes in, and you twist it until you get it nice and snug. Then you pop your bulb back in. Now before you put the headlight assembly back in, you always want to test it. So, since I'm in the garage, the keys will come on, the light will automatically come on. Okay, so, brights are working, low dims are working. Now the reason why we're changing this side is, as you can see, it's more of a yellow light. But also I got to investigate why this bulb is not working. But that's how you change your headlight and your 08 Cobalt. And remember folks, if it's broke, fix it. Thank you for watching.